Put a lien on my neighbors for not being able to pay an illegal special assessment? I'll put a lien on your $20 mansion. So I live in this HOA neighborhood where the board president Rick thinks he runs the whole damn world. Last year, this guy decides to spring a $15,000 special assessment on everyone for some luxury clubhouse renovation that literally nobody asked for. The meeting where they voted on it? Only Rick and his two buddies showed up because they didn't tell anyone else about it. When I got the bill, I did my homework. Turns out special assessments over $10,000 need approval from 75% of homeowners, not just the board. This whole thing was completely illegal. I tried talking to Rick about it, but he just smirked and said, "Pay up or face the consequences." Well, the consequences came all right. Rick slapped a lien on my house for non-payment. Then he did the same thing to my neighbor Janet, who's a single mom with 2 kids, and old Mr. Peterson next door, who's on a fixed income. We're talking about regular middle-class people getting threatened over Rick's illegal power trip. Here's where it gets interesting. I work in property law, so I knew exactly what Rick was trying to pull. But what Rick didn't know is that I also knew exactly how to fight back. I started digging into Rick's background and found out he owns this massive $20 million mansion about 40 minutes away in the fancy part of town. Turns out our little HOA drama was just pocket change to this guy. He bought the house in our neighborhood as an investment property and barely even lives here. So I did some more research and discovered something beautiful. Rick's mansion had some serious code violations that the city had been trying to collect on for months. Unpermitted additions, illegal drainage systems, the whole 9 yards. The fines had been piling up to about $47,000, but somehow Rick kept dodging payment. I made a few phone calls to my contacts at the city and found out they were getting ready to put their own lien on Rick's mansion. But here's the kicker. I also found out that Rick had been claiming his mansion as his primary residence for tax purposes, while simultaneously claiming our neighborhood house as his primary for the HOA presidency requirements. That's straight up tax fraud. I gathered up all my evidence and went to the county clerk's office, filed a complaint about the illegal special assessment, and provided documentation showing Rick was violating his fiduciary duty as board president. Then I called the IRS tip line and reported his residency fraud, but I wasn't done yet. Remember those city code violations? I called the city attorney's office and offered to help them collect on those unpaid fines. Turns out they were thrilled to have someone willing to do the legwork for free. Within 2 weeks, Rick's mansion had not 1, not 2, but 3 separate liens filed against it. The city lien for $47,000, an IRS lien for back taxes and penalties totaling $83,000, and a county lien for violating HOA regulations worth $25,000. The best part? When you have multiple liens on a property worth that much money, the court can force a sale to satisfy the debts. Rick's $20 million mansion was suddenly in serious jeopardy. Rick called me up screaming about how I was destroying his life over a simple misunderstanding. I told him I'd be happy to help him resolve this whole situation. All he had to do was remove the illegal liens from our properties, refund everyone's money from the bogus special assessment, and resign from the HOA board. He tried to play hardball for about a week, but then his lawyer must have explained exactly how screwed he was. Rick called an emergency HOA meeting where he announced he was stepping down for personal reasons and that the special assessment was being canceled due to budgetary concerns. Janet got her $15,000 back, Mr. Peterson got his money back, and all the liens on our properties mysteriously disappeared. Rick's mansion? Well, he managed to pay off the city and county liens before they forced a sale, but the IRS? That's still ongoing.